Y'all, so this is going to be a current energy check-in for today. Y'all make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. I greatly appreciate that. If you want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below, since I'm not available for any personal reads. So you have to keep in mind this will not resonate with everybody. There is a disclaimer in the description box below. Okay, but once again, thank y'all very much for love and support. It's greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get straight into this read here. The current energy for today would be someone has feelings. I'm not really getting that this may be a relationship read, but it could possibly turn into a relationship read, which would be a love reading. Okay, so what we have here is there seems to be a disconnect with the Two of Cups reverse. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is someone is releasing. Some of you could be releasing something out of your energy with the Four of Pentacles reverse. This could be a connection, an old connection of yours. But something is telling me that someone else may be releasing some type of connection from what they was involved in. And this is happening unexpectedly to either return to you or something to do with either to return back to you or to better themselves and get on a new journey with the Two of Wands. Okay, so for some of you out there, there's an individual that may have been involved in a connection for a while. They're releasing this connection, not between you and them, but if they was in another connection with someone else. I mainly am observing that this individual may be releasing this individual out of their energy. The person may currently be stuck, like they may feel like they don't have direction. For some of you, you may end up hearing from this individual out the blue. I'm getting unexpected communication coming in. This could have something pertaining to you. This individual is still struggling with some type of deep-rooted insecurities. They're not fully healed, even though this may be how it appears on a surface level. There was a situation that they was not meant to go for. Okay, so this could have been a relationship offer that they was meant to reject. The last time y'all spoke to each other, they were supposed to reject this relationship offer and to either go on a path by themselves or to be back with you. If this individual would have chose differently, if they would have went on a path by themselves, they would have already been back to you. I want to say maybe this could have been a year ago. This individual could have been back in your life. Like, this is a very in-depth, descriptive read here on how I'm describing this energy based on what's coming through. They intuitively know that where they're at isn't going to get anywheres with the Three of Pentacles reverse. This is not going to get anywheres. So if this individual was living up to some type of expectations of a connection going somewheres, that is a negative to the extreme. And this is something that they're releasing out their energy with the Four of Pentacles reverse, because that's the underlying energy. They know that they have to release this connection that's no longer serving them, because it's all about trying to... It's a very hard energy to read, but I'm trying my best to get into the details. So there's definitely something that is transforming and changing. The most dishonest thing that this individual has ever done, which is ignore their inner voice, which is their intuition. That was the most dishonest thing that they have ever done. And they're not too proud of that decision. Okay, so this individual may be having a tough time with dealing with guilt of ignoring their intuition, because this connection right here wasn't the right one for them, is what I'm getting. It wasn't the right one for them. They feel a sense of, they may be in this energy to feel like they have to chase you, because we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. But the Knight of Swords is like this. Don't that look like someone's chasing someone? But in reality, this is running them off from another connection with the Two of Cups reverse. So this individual is running off from another connection. Okay, so this individual is running off from another connection, but it's giving this illusion as if they're chasing you. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting from this read here. They know that you're not interested in them at all. There's something that still keeps on going on. I can feel it energetically. Even though the World card is not here, or the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's not in this read here. There's something that is still occurring over and over and over, and this is not your problem. This is not your problem. For those out there that has moved on from the situation, you're doing a good job at continuously moving on. This individual straight up ignored the fact that you was trying to better their life, like trying to inspire them to do better. And they was giving credit to someone else that's really not suitable for them to be with. Like this individual is not compatible enough for this individual to be with. There's zero compatibility with the Two of Cups reverse. But the best part about this read is, to the ones out there that may be over this person, you already have came to grips with understanding that you and this individual are not compatible. And it's like, when you're in this energy, it's like now that you reach this point and you're in this energy, they feel like they have to chase you. This person don't love you. This is not real love to start with the Two of Cups reverse. I'm kind of getting, this is a facade. I'm not really getting the Six of Wands. Like the Six of Wands reverse is not out in the spread here. Six of Wands reverse would be all about trying to do something for attention. And I'm kind of getting those vibes. I mean, why does this individual feels the need to try to run you down? This is an illusion that this individual is still in. Because believe it or not, they put you in a position of where they thought that you was going to run behind them and try to chase them down and try to hurt you and hurt your feelings by trying to throw this other connection in your face as if they're doing the right thing, by trying to make you feel bad about yourself, but yet you didn't care. You was on your journey, so you went down the right path, and this individual made the wrong decision. So they was the one that was on the wrong path, and yet they're trying to, like this give me the vibes of they're trying to come back and to try to do something else, but not in a deceptive manner with the Seven of Swords reverse. It's because they feel embarrassed, because it's like the minute they turn around, they notice that you wasn't there. It's like you're long gone with this Knight of Wands energy. You're long gone. Okay, so this individual gave off the illusion as if you was the one being left behind. But yet, how come this individual still felt something for you the minute they chose this other connection over you? It's all about perception, bro. It's all about perception. That's what I told y'all before. When you're a healed individual, you're not going to look at a situation like this. Because the way I interpret real love, if it does exist out there, I'm pretty sure it does. But in these times, bro, it's going to be almost impossible to find a connection that is going to be highly compatible on both ends, to where there's no control in the connection. Because the minute that there's some type of over control or two people are going back and forth and arguing and having too much trust issues, that right there is not really going to get anywhere. But anyways, getting back to this read here. So something is telling me that the minute this individual left you and chose this other connection over you, they thought that you was going to run behind them. This was the illusion that they was in, and they was telling themselves a lie with the Seven of Swords. And this could have felt like this back then for some of you out there. This could have felt like this individual was leaving you behind. In the current energy right now, this individual feels like you left them behind. But they the one that made this decision. That's the thing. They the one that made this decision and chose this other connection over something that they were supposed to go along with. Like they was either going to be on a journey by themselves or they was going to be with you. And I'm getting, if they would have chose to be alone, okay, while not being in contact with you, then eventually y'all would have came back together. But this right here is something that they made a decision on based off an emotional impulsive response. And I'm getting that this could have been made off of like trying to make themselves feel better about themselves, because this could have got to their ego in a way to where it felt good to know that somebody was chasing them. But the difference between you being loving towards this individual chasing them, you wasn't continuously going behind this individual and trying to persuade their decision when they made a decision to be with somebody else. With the Two of Cups reverse. You had nothing to do with this individual's decision making. They did. And now this is an obstacle in their way with the Chariot reverse. That's their problem. So this individual definitely made the wrong decision. I just keep getting this energy to where they feel like you left them behind. But in reality, in the past, they're the ones that left you for somebody else. And it's like the whole time that they was with this individual, they could have thought about you on and off. And they could have thought that you were still there in the background, but yet you wasn't. This was something that they was lying to themselves about. So if you ever picked up this individual on and off in your energy, it's because they was thinking about you. And they wasn't truly in love with this other person, this third party. They wasn't truly in love with them, because if they was, then they wouldn't even have the thoughts of you while being in this connection. And I'm going to tell you right now, bro, when the mind wanders to someone else, the physical will follow not long behind it. See, people have to understand that cheating occurs on an emotional level first and mentally before it does physically. That's how it manifests. Because either somebody not being happy, so therefore it's going to go through the thought process. It's either going to come from them not being happy, and that right there is going to create the thought of leaving. And this is something that's been on their mind for a good minute now. The last year or so is what I'm getting. This could be 1 to 2 years or a year. The last 8 months. Something very significant about the number 22. Some of you could be seeing the numbers 222 or 22 a lot. I don't know if some of you out there are involved in numerology, but there's definitely some numerology numbers here, some patterns, some number patterns. Some of you could be seeing the number 11. Even though this is the Two of Wands, you could be seeing the number 11 a lot. Or 111, 111. I'm getting from one energy, but the exact opposite. It's all about one. Like, you know how someone wins the race, etc. I'm getting something to do with winning. This individual feels like they have to win you back over. You get it, one, like, even though it sounds identical, it's spelled differently. We're talking about, like, this individual feels like they have to win you over. Because they don't feel like they properly won the situation. And there's also only one of you that's out there. There's a lot of ones here. And you have to be odd to be number one, right? So some of you out there may be very odd. You may be very mysterious and odd. You're not like everybody else. You just have a difference about you that stands out. Okay, so that would explain why they feel like they have to chase you down, like they feel left behind. Because you know exactly who you are. And you're not going to lose any sleep over it either. With the Seven of Swords reversed, look like to me this individual has been having sleepless nights, even though the Nine of Swords is in reverse. But this is how you once was over this person. But things change. See how things change? Sound like to me that this individual is in this energy now. That's why it's reversing. Everything is reversing on this individual. And it's right there in their face to let them feel that they made the wrong decision. Okay, so this is definitely an unexpected change. I'm not really getting any universal energy here, because usually that would be interpreted by the Wheel of Fortune card, which the Wheel of Fortune card is not in here in the upright or reverse position. But I am kind of getting a universal change that may be occurring, but it's not all the way a universal change. This is more so about the spiritual side. This is definitely the spiritual side, because remember how I picked up intuition? Intuition is a spiritual side. That's what I'm getting here. But for some of you out there, this individual has been having sleepless nights over you with the Nine of Swords reverse. For those that may question, well, how are they going to have sleepless nights when they're happy with somebody else? The thing is, they're not happy. They're not happy. There's been plenty of disagreements that they hid. Y'all have to keep in mind, if some of you out there may check on one of your exes here and there, which that could be seen as normal as long as it's not obsessive, like you're still hurting over them, because that right there could become a toxic obsession. Like that right there could become codependency. That could be done out of codependency. But if some of you out there has healed over a situation and you may notice something, a lot of people are quick to assume that people are happy just because they see something over the media. So some of you out there has chosen to not be friends with this individual with the Two of Cups reverse. You made the right decision by doing that, because this right here has left this individual with no option to reach out to you or to come running back to you. But yet there's this manipulative energy here, bro, that keeps on lingering in the background. Y'all are doing the right thing by ignoring this individual and keeping your back turned. I don't really see this individual fighting for you to start with. I don't really see them doing that. It's like this individual is relentlessly trying to be in your energy while you don't want anything to do with this type of like whatever has went on in their connection or whatever. If they're separated from someone, you really don't care. Or if there's a separation that may be occurring, they may have planned to separate with someone. For some of you out there, this individual, once they separate with this other person, they may not be fully separated from them yet. But once they separate from this person, they have this thought, this narcissistic thought in their mind that once you figure this out, that they're single, that you're going to come back. I can reassure you right now, bro, this individual is not healed at all. At all. I would not give this person a time of day or energy, bro. I'm just being real. To the healed individuals out there that know your self-worth and know your self-respect, this type of energy does not exist. It does not exist. And it may sound cold-hearted, but it's really not. That's coming from a detached type of emotional state of mind. And it's coming from a detached perspective of healing codependency and separation anxiety issues. You need nobody. And trust that there's someone out there. There may be many out there that knows that could have been an observation that may have been somewhat aware of what was going on here with the Three of Pentacles reverse. These people also know that you don't need anybody. With the Three of Pentacles reverse, they know that you can make it on your own. Okay, so this individual feels, they still feel the need to challenge. This is what I'm getting with the Knight of Wands. Like you could be in a Knight of Wands energy and they're in a Knight of Swords energy. They feel the need to challenge this. To try to do something to try to win you back because they feel like they lost you. They may be feeling that as if you was the one for them or you're the one for them. But if you really are the one, hold on, y'all. If you really are the one for this individual, then how come they're in this mixed energy here? It's not really too much mixed energies, but there is some mixed energies here. Some of y'all are doing the right thing by ignoring this individual. You're definitely doing the right thing. This individual is still in this playing around energy. They're still in this playing around energy. For some of you out there, this individual has not changed one bit, because the energy that I'm getting from this read, they could be planning to go near where you're at in order for you to see them with somebody else that they was working against you with, like just to try to get back at you and to try to hurt you. How is this going to happen when they already did this with another connection? But this person clearly is not over you. They're clearly not over you. I'm going to tell you why this Seven of Swords in reverse, because you know what this individual is doing. Some of you out there intuitively, like when something is not right or you feel something off, your intuition will let you know immediately what is being done. You already know this individual right here, bro. It's like they got worse, but yet they're trying to put up this facade as if they changed. This is being identified as a narcissist. So some of you out there was definitely involved with a narcissist in the past. And this same narcissistic energy thinks that you're going to play around. Good luck with that. Sound like to me this energy right here, bro, is gullible enough to try to even think that they could try to play around with you like that. This individual's going to get embarrassed, bro. I'm telling you, they're going to get embarrassed real quick. You are literally the version of you. If you was to perceive this individual in public or see them in public somewheres, you wouldn't even give a negative reaction if you was to see them with somebody else. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give y'all some cards of advice, collective, when it comes to this situation. I'm getting that this is for sure a narcissist. Cards of advice for the collective. What are the cards of advice? I keep getting this avoiding energy. But just like I said, I cannot tell y'all what to do. I could just give my sound advice. At the end of the day, y'all are on your own, collective. Just like I said, it's the disclaimer in the description box below. I do have y'all best interests at heart, but I cannot help y'all with every step of the way. This is just a clarity reading. To gain clarity on the current situation, okay? Cards of advice for this situation. We have the Four of Swords at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles reverse. We have the King of Swords upright. We have the Patient Man. We have the Page of Wands. Two of Cups reverse again. Seven of Swords reverse again. Okay, so it's showing itself again. Six of Wands. King of Cups. We have Ten of Wands reverse. Yeah, let that go, bro. Let that go. This is not your match. This is not your match. Knight of Swords reverse. Didn't I tell y'all this individual try to get it to where they was trying to create this scenario to where they could chase behind you with the Nine of Swords reverse? It's in reverse. I would not communicate with this individual. Temperance reverse, something is off. Trust your intuition. That something is off. Two of Swords, and we have the Seven of Wands reverse. Okay, so the cards of advice, they have the Four of Swords at the bottom. So this right here is all about something that's over. The cards of advice is to keep letting this individual see just how good you really are without them. Show them just how good you are without them. Like, keep doing what you're doing. For some of you out there, whatever you're doing, you're just fine alone. You're just fine single. You don't need anybody. Sound like to me this individual was using this other person just to try to make you feel bad about yourself. But yet you completely ignored that. You healed yourself. And now this individual's trying to come back to try to imbalance your energy again with a Temperance reverse. I would protect yourself with the Two of Swords. I would definitely protect yourself. This individual ain't worth fighting for. I'll tell it to you just like it is with the King of Swords. Keep doing what you're doing. Some of you out there may be a speaker. Keep doing what you're doing. This connection ain't worth fighting for because this individual is not even your match to start with. This is an individual that is relentlessly. This is the obstacle. That's the sad part about this. This type of energy has become an obstacle, but yet you're not an obstacle that they feel like they need to challenge. And they're not going to win. You are with the Six of Wands. That's what I'm talking about. Come through, Archangel Michael. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Keep being a winner. Whoever this resonates with, some of you could be a Leo with the Six of Wands, an Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you could be a Pisces. We have Aquarius. We have Scorpio energy. Let's see what else. Yeah, we have Pisces. We have Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy that this could be resonating with. You keep being that winner, bro. Ten of Wands is in reverse. You've been let that go with the Ten of Wands reverse. Like I said, this is not your problem. They're only trying to come back to try to put these burdens on you. Something's telling me this was already released out your energy. This been had judgment on it. The minute this individual separated from you and made this decision, this was already made in the spirit world is what I'm getting. This was already a decision that was made spiritually. And the main reason why you may be picking up this individual like back and forth is because they're too busy BSing everybody. They're not really who they try to claim that they are. They're somebody, they're too busy being something that they're not. And this is how this individual was when you met them. And they're still the same person. But it sounds like to me it's getting worse. This is not your match. This is not your match. Yeah, some of you out there, you didn't even have anything to do with this individual the minute y'all stopped talking. And it's like something keeps on occurring to try to bring you and this individual back together, but it's not genuine. It's not legit with the temperate traverse here. This individual may know that, or somebody else may know that. I mean, there is two kings here in the upright. There's a king of swords upright, king of cups upright. So there's definitely someone else. You remember how I channeled a few minutes ago that someone else may know that you have no problem with being alone? Someone else knows that. Someone else knows that, and guess what? They support you for being in that energy. So if this individual has any plans on trying to upset you or trying to get back at you or trying to hurt you in any kind of way, there's a king of swords that has your back. Y'all probably already know who the king of swords is when he comes out. Go look up the logical meaning on Tower Guide. That's going to show you who that card is, what that card represents. All you got to do is go through the logical meaning. You're going to find out who the king of swords is. You don't deserve this type of mistreatment at all. You don't deserve this at all. And someone is not going to sit back and watch you be disrespected by this individual, anybody that's connected to them, that thinks that they're going to try to get the upper hand or to try to do something else to try to harm you. Again, there's a king of swords that's sitting there, bro, observing something very, 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 very closely. Very closely. And he's not too enthused either. He don't like this individual either, bro. This king of swords don't like what he's seeing. But he loves what he's seeing when it comes to your energy because you're genuine. Sound like to me, all this energy is a problem and a continuous obstacle for you being successful. And there's a king of swords that's aware of that. And he's going to be this situation's obstacle. It's not just one king of swords. There could be a few of them. And the good part about this is the Six of Wands is right directly underneath the king of swords. So this king of swords may support you with the Six of Wands. You have, whoever this is resonating with, you could be a king of cups or a queen of cups. You have supporters behind your back. You see all these people supporting you? This is what's going on behind your back. And this is not too far from the Six of Wands, bro. The cards of advice is this situation is under judgment. Someone else, this king of swords, has this situation under judgment. Okay, so this is a very straight to the point message here. See, I like when the reads turn out this way. This is a low vibrational energy that you clearly do not deserve anywhere around you. This person could have been doing some shady things behind your back, trying to do things to you. This king of swords. Some of you may receive notification. Like this king of swords may notify you. And you're going to get the truth for the king of swords. You're going to get the truth. This ain't your match. Two of Cups reverse. This ain't your match. Not your problem with the Ten of Wands reverse. And whoever was connected to this individual, if they made any plans to come down to where you're at, to try to do anything to you, to try to get some type of jealousy, or to try to spark some type of jealousy, or to do something, there's something else that this individual may be connected to that a King of Swords has been observing. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave the message at that, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. If you want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. And just like I said, these messages will not resonate with everybody. This is general collective readings, okay? So I will let that be known. Not every message is going to resonate with the current subscribers on here. There may be some new people that may come across the content that this may resonate with. And just like I said before, there may be bits and pieces of the read that may resonate. It may not be the full reading that resonates all the way. But there may be a few individuals that the full reading may resonate with, okay? But anyways, just like I said, this is just a current energy read. And like I said before, there is a disclaimer in the description box below. So I will let that be known.